I'm Steve Henson. I'm the editor of the Pueblo Chieftain, and today we're going to talk about the All-Star Preps Best of Pueblo event last night at the Convention Center. Nearly 900 people were there. It was a great event. Philip Lindsay was there. And today we're in the sports department of the Chieftain, and we're meeting with Marcus Hill and Austin White, our two prep reporters who did a fantastic job last night announcing the award winners. And Marcus, maybe you can start. What was your impression of the event, and what did you like about it?
Yeah, well, I feel like everything went pretty well, especially for our first time doing the event. Everything was fairly solid. Didn't stutter, stammer, or slip up any words out there, so I felt like everything was pretty cool. Lots of kids got to meet Philip Lindsay, bunch of different things. You know, they had great food up there, good awards. A lot of people were honored, glad that we could get that done. That was pretty much my take from it.
Cool. Austin, can you tell us a little bit about some of the logistics and where we go from here, and some of the things we'll do different next year?
You weren't there. We're trying to figure out where you can pick up your certificate if you weren't able to attend. From here, I mean, we would love to hear any ideas that anyone else has on what we could do different. I think maybe a couple more videos would be cool to see, but overall, I think it was a really fun event. A lot of great pictures from our photographers, and we're working hard to get the pictures they took last night uploaded online, and you can download them and all sorts of stuff. There's portraits too as well that Stephen and Zach, our photographers, took that you'll be able to download as well. And those photos are very cool, so be on the lookout for those.
Thanks, guys. And for those of you who follow these two gentlemen in our paper, I mean, there's days that they'll be covering 2 and 3 prep events, and they just do a fantastic job. And I encourage you to follow them on social media as well. I think one of the obvious things that we learned from last night is that we're going to need a bigger room. We actually cut off sales. We probably could have handled another couple hundred people if people wanted to come, and they just waited too late, and we weren't unfortunately able to take care of them. So we expect next year to be well over 1,000, and we'll fine tune it, and it'll get better year after year. But for the first year, it was a fantastic event. Coming up in tomorrow's paper, you know, I only want to talk about one thing. We have a really special story coming up that Anthony MESTAS, our staff reporter, matter of fact, he's the guy behind the camera that does this every day. He wrote this fabulous story about former police officer David Jacober, and we've done a story on David before. He's battling stage 4 esophageal cancer. It's a really deadly cancer, and he's been battling this, and he's been a huge St. Louis Blues fan his whole life. He's from St. Louis. His dad was a longtime play-by-play announcer for the Blues, and so that last night the Blues won the Stanley Cup, and you're going to see an incredible story tomorrow and a video. We were looking at the making of the video this morning, and if you don't cry at the video, you know, check your humanness at the door or something, because it is really something. So I encourage you to read tomorrow's paper and check that out. Of course, we'll have a lot more than that in the paper, but that's our lead story for tomorrow. So thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow.